Information management, data gathering tools and information sources. Before you start your research, you need to get the tools together and decide where you're going to look for your information. The first tool you'll need is a guideline document. After you've found out what the topic is that you're going to do research on, you need to draw up a task definition. The task definition must be a clear statement of what you're going to do. Your task definition will be a little longer than this, as you must say why you're doing the research and how you intend to go about it. Then you need a focus question. This is a main question, and it should guide all your research. You'll keep it in mind with whatever you're looking at or for. For example, how can learners at my school assist in the worldwide campaign against rhino poaching? Then you'll need your research questions. This should be a list of 20, 30, 50, as many questions as you can think of. Go through the list carefully and discard questions that you don't need, and make sure your questions are good quality questions. Then sort them into categories, such as reasons for poaching and measures against poaching, and then name a possible source for each question. This was the first tool that you'll need. Here are some of the other tools that should be helpful. First of all, the obvious, pen and paper. Possibly a digital camera. Perhaps a recorder for when you're doing interviews. And then a list of interview questions. You can't go and interview someone without knowing what you're going to ask them. You can also draw up survey forms, and these questions should be factual and require yes or no type of answers. When we search the internet, we don't use questions, we use keywords. So draw up some keywords for some of your questions if you're going to look in the internet for them. As you're doing an internet search, you can paste screenshots and text found into one or more documents. Just remember to copy the URL at the same time, because you'll need to perhaps go back for when you're working on your bibliography. Here are some of the possible information sources or places where you can get your information. Books are usually comprehensive and the facts have been checked. One problem is that they may be out of date. Magazines, journals and newspapers are all limited to current information. Newspapers and magazines usually have something topical and interesting. Journals are scholarly works and their facts are checked very carefully. One of the problems with interviews is that you have to arrange a meeting and find the proper person to interview. When you're doing a survey, some of the forms may not be returned to you. And when you go on the internet, remember that not all websites are reliable. Fortunately, many of these information sources are available electronically, and you can use them on the internet. To find out more about electronic reference works, watch the next lesson.